Good morning, dear students. You are welcome to our human biology lesson. For today, we'll continue with our chapter on tissues. And today, we'll continue with the dense connective tissue. We started with cartilage, and today we'll see the bone. Our plan of lesson, we'll have the introduction, composition of bones, growth of bones, types of bones, and then the activity that you will carry out for the lesson. Then with our introduction, we'll review previous lesson, which was mainly on the cartilage. And we mentioned that the cartilage is a soft, less rigid, and elastic form of connective tissue. We said it is made up of special group of cells called chondroblast. We did indicated that this cartilage, that there are three types of cartilage. Can we recall them? Yes, hyaline cartilage. Yes, fibrocartilage and elastic cartilage. There were three types. This is just to review and to make us get to this lesson. After knowing that, we are talking about the cartilage, and we mentioned that these were the various types of cartilage. So for the lesson of today, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to state the composition of bones, describe the growth of the bone, list the two types of bones. Even as we get the structure of the compact bone, you should also draw that compact bone and make sure that you identify the different parts. We'll get to the introduction of the bone. What is the bone? And what is it made of? The bone, it is the hardest connective tissue in the body that helps in support, movement, and protection. When formed, it has the following composition: 30% organic material made up of collagen fibers and 70% inorganic material composed of water and minerals, mainly calcium and phosphates. Calcium hardens the bones. The cartilage which develops to the bone has primary center of which bone cells are formed before birth. Here we are giving the composition of the bone in terms of organic and inorganic material. We say collagen fibers. We mention that this collagen fiber means protein material. It's made up of protein. Collagen is protein material. And inorganic material here composed of water and minerals. Here we are talking of calcium and phosphate. Take note, I always tell you that we eat bones to build bones. It means one of the sources of calcium to the diet is bones. We could have other sources from other food substances, but one of the main sources is bones. So at times it means when you are eating and the bone is soft, you chew, it provides calcium that is used for the building of bones. And we indicate that it hardens the bones. Then we indicated that the center has calcium and phosphate deposits and is called center of ossification. The outer surface of the bone is covered by fibrous tissue membrane called periosteum. The membrane is protective and nutritive, support tendons, ligaments, and equally help in the repair of bones. The inner layer of the bone consists of bone cells called osteoblasts. The hollow region inside the bone contains tissue that manufacture red blood cells and white blood cells. So this is giving more about the bone. The outer surface containing material that helps to support the bone, provide nutrients to the bone, support tendons and ligaments. Take note, we mentioned that tendons attach bones to muscles and ligaments attach bones to bones. And that there's a hollow region in the bone that produce the red blood cells and the white blood cells. Take note, we always say the red blood cells and white blood cells are found in the red bone marrow. For the growth of bone, in humans, the long bone grows at each end during childhood and adolescence. As the child grows, the bone becomes large and thickens externally. Inside the bone is a spongy material left from the cartilage. The bone has a hollow interior part, and bone ends consist of cavities filled with red marrow. The red blood cells and phagocytes, called them white blood cells, are formed in the red bone marrow. The hollow center is filled with yellow marrow made up of fat cells. Yellow marrow made up of fat cells. The growth of bones is as a result of an increase in bone cells and calcium phosphate deposits in the matrix. This is telling us how the bone forms. Pregnancy and gestation, the bone starts developing in the womb, and then as the child is put to birth, then the growth takes place. The bone becomes larger and thickens. As it gets larger and thickened, the cells are also increasing, and this helps in formation of the bone. Increasing more calcium and more phosphate helps to harden the bone. Then for the types of bones, we have two types, the compact bone and the spongy bone. Compact is soft or is hard bone. The compact is the hard bone. Then the spongy bone is soft. We say compact bone or Havesian bone. It consists of numerous cylinders, and each cylinder surrounding a central Havesian canal that makes up the Havesian system, called osteum. Each cylinder is made up of a set of concentric layers called lamellae. In between the lamellae are spaces called lacunae, containing the osteoblast. Projecting from each lacuna are fine, called the microscopic channels, called canaliculi. Everybody repeat. Canaliculi. The canaliculi are filled with tissue fluid and helps to link up the central Havesian canal. That is, joins the lacunae and lamellae to ease flow of material. The canaliculi transport substances to and from blood vessels to the Havesian canal. The canal also contains nerves and lymph vessels. Here they are giving so much about a compact bone in terms of these concentric rings are simply circular structures that line up. They are circular structures that we'll see in the next diagram. I will say they are called lamellae, spaces called lacunae. Then from the lacunae are projections called canaliculi. So it means you have lamellae, lacunae, canaliculi. So you can just have this link. I will say the canaliculi is filled with tissue fluid and helps to link the Havesian canal, as we get to view more from the diagram below. This is a diagram of the compact bone. And from this diagram, we will locate first that circular area. We said concentric rings. I said they are circular. These are the circular. They are like circular lines. They are going round. Circular lines. They are going round. So you label here. You indicate the line here and another line with this one inner, and you label the lamellae. So the circular lines are called lamellae, and we say within the lamellae are spaces. These are the spaces. These are the spaces. We say the spaces within the lamellae are called lacunae. We'll discover that attached to the lamellae are cells called osteocytes. Osteocytes in the lacuna, which means they are formed within this space. The osteocytes are formed within this space. These are spaces that are within the lamellae. We say the spaces are called the lacunae. And we say projecting from the lacunae, these are the structures projecting. These structures projecting from the lacunae are structures called canaliculi. So these are the structures. And we say the canaliculi, it helps to link the lamellae and the lacunae to the central Havesian canal. It links it to the Havesian system, and equally it helps to transport material to and from the Havesian canal then to the blood vessel. So it links these different parts of the Havesian canal. So this is our structure. You'll be expected to draw this diagram. You draw this diagram. Here is Havesian canal. So you have to label the Havesian canal. That other part is not there. So I will note those who were there for the lesson. So you write the word here, canal, and then you label that part that was lamellae. You take one line here, you link the other line, and you label it lamellae. Then you exclude this part. Don't draw this part. You exclude it. Equally, when you come here, just label canaliculi. Then you exclude this portion. More about canaliculi is in your notes. You exclude this portion, and then you also exclude this. Just indicate the compact bone. Title here is compact bone, and then you give the parts. This is our lesson for today, and I expect that you should be able to get to your objectives and make sure that they are attained by way of answering those questions. And equally note that the diagram you have drawn, you should practice it and be able to identify the different parts of the diagram. You keep on working, keep up the spirit, and take note. Anybody who is lazy will have his or herself to blame. This is not a time to be lazy. You should sit up. If you miss the lesson, make sure that you follow up and get the lesson so that you should be in order with the others. As we progress with this lesson, evaluation is soon coming. So if you are not part of this lesson, you will miss a lot. I want to thank you for being there. I wish you a nice day. God bless you all.